Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, I'm going to go over my build that I'm going to be using for the day one raid. This is my character. I'm going to be on a Titan. A little bit about my team chemistry is we're going to do 3 Warlocks, we're going to do 2 Titans, and 1 Hunter for first attempt at the raid. And obviously, if the encounters feel like they would play out a lot better with more of one character, we could always swap around. With contest, we're down 20 power, so I believe it's 1230, so we're all going to be comfortably at level or over leveled, so it's not going to be too bad in terms of leveling. But because of the contest multiplier debuff, rather, that you're down 20 power levels, survivability is going to be really important, and so this build is kind of focused mostly on survivability. So I'm rocking the bubble, magnetic, towering, this. I might swap to rally, but mostly this. Mostly focused on survivability. This is the long shadow I'm going to be using. It's a really, really strong roll. Got triple tap, pended mag, field prep. It's like absolute god roll. Amazing. And I do have some other backup weapons that I might swap to. Got this escape velocity with overflow surrounded, alien confusion, outlaw wellspring, perfect paradox. Trench rail got a buff, so that's also really good. Got this Itclos SMG with threat detector surrounded. The adored is very good. This truth teller has blinding grenades, which is really good if you ever used the Wendigo before. The blinding effect is nice. Summoner with overflow rampage, first in last out, super strong with warp auto loading. Subsistence rampage gnawing hunger, and this was, I'm not actually using the duality, that's not there for that reason. In terms of the power weapon slot, I got the Anarchy. It's gonna be my go-to gun. It's just such a solid gun. The Anarchy and the Xeno I feel like are just super solid exotics that just put in really great damage, and there's always you need like an Anarchy and Xeno, a couple on your team, it seems like. So I'm gonna go in with the Anarchy. I might swap to the Xeno if necessary. Obviously got my God Roll Falling Guillotine there though as well, and I got the Whisper of the Worm. And this 1000 voices is not meant to be here. This was just dropped for me because I just did a last wish raid with my team, and so just get a little bit of practice in with my raid team. I would go over all of their builds, but they're not in my fire team anymore, and I feel like I don't want this video to be too long or too exhaustive. I just want to cover what I'm using as my Titan and give you some advice on mods that I think are going to be really strong. So moving over to the armor, we got this protective light mod, which I made a PSA talking about. You're going to want this. This is going to be great for survivability. You can consume these charges of light when you get your shield broken, so prevent you from dying. It's going to be great. I'm using grenade launcher finder, sniper ammo finder, because I'm using the Anarchy and then kinetic sniper. I'm using recovery mod. One other thing that's going to be really important is 100 recovery. I think the other stats are not nearly as important, but 100 recovery will be really important. It's going to be important to always be in the action or regaining your health as much as possible. This build and everyone's build for trying to get either world's first or trying to get a contest modifier completion should be like a survivability build. You want to be focusing on survivability because that's what's most important when you're 20 power under. So next up is the Gauntlet. We're rocking the global reach because I'm using these war mine cells. I'm getting with these Itclos SMG, global reach. And then we got submachine gun loader and anti-barrier rounds. Even if there's not an anti-barrier champion, this actually flinch enemies a ton. So these tend to be really good. I could use something else, a different reloader or something here, but I really like the flinch that anti-barrier gives. And I feel like that's going to be really, really well utilized within the raid, clearing ads. Moving on to the chest piece. This is something that's really, really important, and that my raid team showed me that I thought was really excellent. I think everyone needs to be on the same page with this. I don't think that anyone would disagree with this, but the enemies shoot a lot of arc in the raid, so you're going to want this arc resistance. You're going to want to have an arc affinity chest piece because this is the only armor piece that you can put arc resistance on. So you could try out a variety of different things in your gauntlet and helmet, boots, and class item, but honestly, everyone across the board should be using an arc chest piece. Arc resistance and concussive dampener are just like, you got to use those too. I can't imagine there being anything better for survivability than this. Like, this is going to be 10 out of 10. Trust me, you're going to want to use this. I got just a resilience mod thrown on there, and then I put on powerful friends mod on there. And then moving on to the next one, we got War Mines Protection, again, for the survivability, and Grenade Launcher Scavenger for the Anarchy. Read already. Begin health regeneration when I pick up an orb, and then Recovery mod. Lastly, onto the class item. This mod is really, really strong. I might not use this throughout the entire thing. I might swap to a different class item or put on some different mods, but this mod is really, really strong. Defeating a champion using finished response heavy ammo. If you haven't used this yet, this is crazy. It doesn't even use up any of your super either, so it's like, it's hard to argue against using this mod. If there's any champions at all in the raid, which we don't know where they're at or how effective this will be within the raid, but if there are any champions at all, you're definitely going to want to use Spoils of War and drop power ammo for your entire team. Your fire team of 6 all get power ammo. That's insane. Like, that's just going to be, if there are any champions at all, this is definitely going to be necessary. This mod is going to be unbelievably good. And then shield break charge. So a lot of what I'm doing is, you know, getting charged with light, and then you know, have protective light to keep you alive, and a variety of other things as well too, you know. So, and then my build overall, I didn't really care too much about the stats a whole lot, but mostly just recovery. And so those are the weapons, and that's the armor that I'm going to be using for the day 1 raid. If you have a difference of opinion, definitely leave the comments down below. I'm definitely open to try a variety of other things as well, but this is what me and my raid team came together for my character, and all the other characters that we have in our team are similar to this. So this is how we're going into the day 1 raid. And if you're going in, best of luck to you in your attempts to either get Worlds first or get the 24-hour emblem. And make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.